Destinations International has launched a first-of-its-kind tactical training that will help destination sales and services professionals best understand how to navigate the intellectual capital within their destination. This online, self-paced program includes 7 modules and provides the learner with 90 days to complete the coursework and receive their certificate of completion. It requires 6 hours of seat time and will provide detailed tactical training for both sales and services professionals, inclusive of industry insights, case studies, and additional supporting documents. Module 1 will first and foremost help the learner define what intellectual capital is and what the value proposition associated with it entails. Once the general foundation is set, the learner will understand that a successful venture in this area will create an attendee experience that could not be replicated with any other event in any other destination. Module 2 will educate the learner on articulating the value of the destination organization to all of the stakeholders that they need to make any program a success. It provides the understanding that they will not be able to sell involvement to the local community or engagement with a planner if they cannot articulate the reciprocal value of their own organization. This module will walk the learner through the 5 value pillars of the destination organization and then provide a detailed overview of the value of each pillar to the event planner, to the incoming attendee or visitor, and to the local community who possess the capital that is needed to support the incoming business events. It will also provide a detailed overview of how we evolve our sales processes, marketing, and the services offered with the ever-evolving capital in our destination, showing the learner step by step how to monitor that evolution and how to adjust to correspond with the growth. The learner will then be ushered into Module 3 that will educate them on how to classify the capital within their destination, to provide tools on where to find the capital within their destination, and to map it out once it's been organized. This module breaks down the 3 main categories of infrastructural, economic, human and relational, and cultural and creative, and then further breaks it down into 8 different sectors that contain the capital within those categories, ultimately providing a detailed and tangible example of what each will look like and where the learner can go to find that capital and then ultimately share it with their team internally to support overall ROI. With that foundational understanding, the learner will then move into Module 4, which will walk them through the convention, sales, and service cycle and break down one by one how they can tactically include the destination's capital in each sector. Business development section will teach the user how the capital can be used in prospecting, marketing, solicitation, lead generation, sales calls, customer events, and trade shows. The destination sourcing section will detail how to include the capital tactically in the business evaluation process, in bids and proposals, in presentations, site visits, and ultimately in engaging the extended decision makers. The destination selection process focuses on including the capital in the negotiation and contracting process, in local partnerships, and in the ever-important sales to services handoff. And lastly, the customer experience section details a strategic approach to the services menu, welcome programs, attendance building, and ultimately re-entry into the sales cycle for future rebookings. Module 5 will focus on training destination professionals on how to establish and maintain the local relationships that they need to make the program a success. It will help them navigate in great detail how to define the who that they need to engage, how to assess what they should be collaborating on, how to develop a strategy for approaching the local players, and defining how often that contact should happen and what those communications need to look like. Module 6 will then further detail out what success looks like to the primary and extended stakeholders, provide the 8 categories of indicators of success, and detail out how to monitor the items within the categories and provide steps for measuring and telling our story of success. And finally, Module 7 will train the learner on how to take all of the work and standardize the resources so that they can customize the support for every incoming business event, walking them through a detailed approach for extending the value to the event planner before the event, during the event, and after the event. Ultimately, the module will train the learner on how to become a consistent resource and use the destination's intellectual capital to keep business events moving seamlessly through the cycle and increasing the likelihood of the destination selection or having those groups return to the destination.